There are 3 undrafted free agents that you really need to know about. These guys could be making the Lions 53-man roster this year. Let's talk about it. Hi, it's Mike Payton from A to Z Sports Detroit. Today we're going to talk about 3 undrafted free agents that have a very good chance of making the Lions 53-man roster this year. Let's jump right into it with Jackson Meeks, wide receiver. This guy has an ability to make some crazy contested catches. Can't really separate all that well, but he just catches the ball no matter what happens. He's kind of like a Kenny Golladay in a sense that Golladay really struggled to get separation and get away from people, but he could still just make that catch. He could go up and high point and contest. That's the kind of player that Jackson Meeks is. And I think that that's going to be enough to get him over to be that 6th wide receiver on the depth chart, maybe even jump over 7th round pick Dominic Lovett. I really see a potential with this guy. Also, if you watch his film, he's not easy to tackle. He's a guy that just continues to strive forward, a real Dan Campbell type receiver, just continues to fight and fight and fight. Hard to take down. Somebody to definitely keep an eye on. The next guy is Zack Horton, tight end. I know the Lions have Sam Laporta, their number 1 tight end, but after that, I mean, it's really wide open as to who could make it. Brock Wright is seemingly in that position, has it locked down at tight end 2. I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, but he's got a really good shot of holding that down. And then there's Kenny Yeboah, there's Shane Zylstra, but a guy who could really add some extra stuff is Horton. And the reason why is because he is a tremendous run blocking tight end. And that's something that even Laporta and Wright and all these other guys aren't really that good at. They could do it, certainly, but they're not as good at it as Horton has shown to be at Indiana. Really solid run blocker, really solid pass blocker. Not much of a pass catching tight end, but with Laporta, they don't really need an extra guy like that. But the other thing that he could bring is he could also be a fullback. And that would also prevent the Lions from having to use somebody like Grant Stewart or Malcolm Rodriguez to come play fullback for them when they decide they want to use one. Horton is somebody you really got to keep your eye on. He could be somebody who could really show off in the preseason and really show off this summer at training camp and find a way onto this roster. The last guy is edge rusher Keith Cooper. I know Lions fans really want an edge rusher to show up and be the guy. He could certainly be a guy. I mean, he could be in the depth. He could be in the rotation, the bottom of the rotation, but he could be there. This guy had a really tremendous rookie mini camp, solid OTAs. Everybody was talking about him. He's a guy much like Isaac Ukwu was last year, just on the mind of the writers and on the mind of anyone who's seen him. He's got his work cut out for him this summer at training camp. Not going to be easy to make the 53-man roster as an edge rusher on this team, but I think if there's any guy outside of the first 2 that I named that could potentially make it, it's Keith Cooper. And I'm really interested to see how he does with the pads on in preseason as well. This could be a big summer for him. We'll see what happens. We'll talk to you guys next time. Let me know what you think in the comments below.